everyone and welcome to another trip of Trips Don't Lie with me Akshay. It's the 1st of December and we've just landed in Amman, Jordan for a 5-day trip across this country. We flew in this morning from Dubai on a Royal Jordanian Airlines flight RJ613. Now let's get started with some documents. Indian passport holders are eligible for visa on arrival. I have shared all the details in the description below. You also need to ensure all your documentation is in place with respect to the ongoing health and pandemic guidelines. I've again given all the details in the description below. We're going to be renting a car and there are a couple of rent-a-car options at the airport, but we've pre-booked ours through rentalcars.com, and we are also taking a SIM card to the Zen counter at the airport. Again everyone, so finally taken the car from the airport and now we'll be heading towards Wadi Rum, which is a good 4 hours away. So I'm going to obviously give you glimpses of what the roads here look like and what it feels like. We got it through Dollar and Thrifty. We've taken like a Mitsubishi Lancer. For everyone who rents a car in Jordan, please ensure you inspect every detail of the car. Preferably take a video of your own to ensure that all the scratches, any sort of dents are visible in your videos with a timestamp. And then, because when you're returning a car, they will check for all these things. So just standard practice every time you're renting a car, but just important that you follow this. So we're going to be hitting on the roads. It's 16 degrees, very windy. So obviously we're again hooded up. Looking forward now to a long drive to Wadi Rum. See you. Hi, so we're on the Dead Sea Expressway that's getting us all the way to Aqaba, which is the south of Jordan. We left Amman, Queen Alia Airport about 30 minutes back, and this landscape is like a scene out of a Lucky Ali video, right? It's just desert on both sides of the road, 3-lane roads, very well paved roads, quite pleasantly surprised. And so far the lane discipline seems to be on point. The traffic seems to be following all the appropriate lane discipline, safety measures. But we are today on the 1st of December. It's 16 degrees Celsius outside and extremely windy. So the car is feeling a bit wobbly. But I think other than that, it seems like a good drive. GPS is showing us about 2 hours and 50 minutes to get to the camp where we're staying. So our first stop is Wadi Rum, which is it's like a big thing in the desert. It's a campsite that we're going to, and so we should be getting there in the next, say, within the next 3 hours. A lot of fuel stations on the way as well. Most likely, if you're taking a rent-a-car from the airport, that should it's a like-for-like fuel capacity, which means they would either fill it half or full, and you're expected to return in the same condition. But even if not, there are a lot of fuel stations available on the on the highways for you to kind of refuel your car. So more once we get into the Aqaba side of Jordan. So another 125 kilometers to go. It's 12:36 p.m. The sun's out. I sort of underestimated the drive. It's quite a long drive. So if you're going to be driving all the way to Wadi Rum, just ensure you get plenty of rest the day before. Or if you have another driver, it's great to then switch drivers. We stopped earlier at Manashir, which is one of the petrol stations, to pick up some chips and biscuits and a coffee. Didn't find any decent restaurant yet where we felt like stopping, so we thought we just refuel ourselves with some tidbits. And I think we're going to just head to Wadi Rum and have lunch there. Estimated time to get there is about 2:15, so we should still be able to get some good lunch.
Tell me I'm not the only one who's in this situation. Just when I think of you, my fingers.
I'm good. Literally now, I think 10 kilometers from here is where our camp is. But this is essentially the main area or the campground where all the operators have their camps. So in the next 10 minutes, we'll be there at Hassan Zavedi camp. And I'm going to just stretch my legs because it's been quite a long drive. So the last leg to get to your camp is literally like a 2-lane road, and there's this petrol pump. It's called Joe Petrol, so we just stopped here to refuel. I mean, I advise that if you're coming to a campsite in Wadi Rum, just refuel at the petrol station that you find, because you might not have a lot of options.